What's the one food that you will never learn to like? Anything that moves or is still alive on my plate. Thanks but no thanks. Maggots. I know they're edible and in a survival situation you gotta do what you gotta do, but I can't imagine developing a taste for them. When I was younger, I had mosquito bites all over me every summer. I don't know if it's true. But my father thought if I ate Vegemite the mosquitoes wouldn't like the taste of my blood anymore. He knew I didn't like it. So he put it under the peanut butter on my sandwich and figured I wouldn't notice. Well, I did. Agutak. It's also called Eskimo ice cream. Really something you have to grow up with to appreciate. It's local berries, blueberries, raspberries, salmonberries etc. mixed with sweetened Crisco. It's eaten with dried smoked salmon, jerky, strips. Older recipes used seal oil or bear fat. But Crisco is much cheaper and easier, so it's usually used nowadays. My husband loves it because he grew up with it. I learned to make it for him. But I just can't eat it. And stinkheads or stinkeggs. Most people under 50 don't even bother trying it because we have refrigeration and aren't in a survival situation. Both are salmon heads, eggs that are buried in a burlap bag on the beach and left to ferment, rot. Then are dug up and eaten. Or the spawned-out zombie salmon. They're literally rotting but still alive. And some people eat them. Usually elders. The fat in meat. Like the stuff on the outside. Not in the meat. I literally gag and I don't know why. Licorice. And by extension fennel. Anise and anything of the sort. Cannot stand the flavor. Mushrooms. I try a couple times a week since my family eats them a lot. The taste is fine but the texture makes me gag. And I wish I knew why. It's pretty frustrating tbh. Head cheese. I'd rather eat cheese. Blue cheese. The smell makes me gag. Just bleg. I will never learn to like cilantro. It's not you. It's me. My genes say you taste like soap. And indeed you do. Don't know if it counts as food but margarine. Just blare. Animal organs. Liver. Giblets. Tripe. Tongue etc. Otherwise willing to try most anything else except I do agree with the other poster, nothing still alive. Beer. I'm ancestrally German and I absolutely cannot stand it. At all, no. I don't understand. I have tried but I can't do it. Surprisingly no foods. Still waiting to find one I don't like. Also happy cake day. Beets. Taste like dirt. Uncooked tomatoes taste fundamentally disgusting and bitter to me and I do not understand their appeal at all. Tomato sauce or other processed tomato products are fine though. Eggplant. I hate the texture. And olives. They're terrible. They taste like metal to me. Bananas are repulsive tubes of mush. Just like me. Chocolate. I tell people I'm allergic. Because some people get outright angry at me if I say I don't like it. No idea why. But I do what I gotta do to survive. Ketchup. Not a food I know but still. It's foul smelling. Jalapenos and anything else with capsaicin. It burns my mouth. The only person I trust telling me that something is not spicy is spouse. Everyone else can just write off. They have no idea how sensitive my mouth is. Eggplant. I hate the texture. And olives. They're terrible. They taste like metal to me. Grapefruit. It tastes terrible. Ironically, I like beer that smells like grapefruit because of the hops. Processed meat, cheese. Like bologna. American cheese. Etc. Capsicum. You know when you put one of those rectangular batteries on your tongue to see if it has charge? That's what they taste like. Carrots. Don't ask me why. I don't know. Since birth I have not been able to handle eating carrots in any form. Oysters. Tried many kinds and every which way. Very strange since I like raw clams and love mussels. I can't stand water chestnuts. Something about the texture is just appalling to me. Onions. I have no idea why. But the texture of onions in my mouth is an instant gag reflex. Okra or lady's fingers. Awful little hexagonal tube veggies. Green bell peppers. Yuck. Mint chocolate chip ice cream. Everyone I know loves it. Yet I cringe at the very thought of it. Blood sausage. I feel like I'm eating a dried blood clot. Tomatoes. I can't stand the disgusting essence of tomatoes. Hominy. That texture is disgusting. Avocados. They have a weird texture and disgusting taste and everyone is so obsessed with it. Avocado toast. Avocado spread. Avocado mayonnaise. Ew, nauseated face. Tapioca. When I was a little kid. Some teenager told me it was made of fish eggs and I've never been able to let it go. Eggs. I've tried. But get nauseated and sick every time. Anything that smells like a dead body. I am sensitive to strong smells in general and almost threw up when I smelled this weird stinky cheese. No thanks. Tomatoes. They are evil. Why something that looks like a vegetables be a fruit? Also they taste gross alone. Tomatoes. Tomatoes. Onions. Slimy. Crunchy. Stinking onions. Mushrooms. They are too slimy. Blia. Avocado. Everything about them repulses me and people keep trying to get me to eat the things. Just go away with your wet grass tasting. Booger textured food and leave me alone. It's a trend. It is a trend. Personally, the taste of human flesh never really appealed to me. Cauliflower makes me gag. It's inferior broccoli, why would anyone eat that? I love spinach and Brussels sprouts. I eat sardines and anchovies. I even love turkey liver. But never, ever, will a green olive pass through my gullet without a complaint. Tomatoes. Every time I take a bite of a tomato, my mouth instantly rejects the flavor. It is like an ocean of horrible taste entering my mouth and frankly I don't appreciate it. Tomatoes. Just raw tomatoes. They are disgusting and you'll never change my mind. I honestly can't think of any food I'd rather not eat. Cilantro. Bonus avocado. Baby corn. The scene from Big where Tom Hanks tries it expresses my feelings 100%. Raw tomatoes. Can we not? Food pretending to be other food. I.e. veggie burgers. Turkey bacon, sausage, burgers. Cheese substitutes. Etc. It always pales in comparison to the real thing. Also anything fat-free. Low-calorie. Skim or 2% milk. Fake butter, margarine. Fake syrup. So basically anything fake or watered down. Raw tomatoes. I like salsa. Ketchup. That Italian sauce. But if I wanted to eat a slime ball I'd eat a booger. Because it tastes better and is less slimy than a raw tomato. I have friends from the Philippines and my desire to be diplomatic and respectful ends exactly where the balut begins. On a more regular basis though. Raw tomatoes. Nope. Everything about the texture and taste makes me want to gag. It's one of the few foods that I hated as a kid and still haven't developed a taste for as an adult. Butternut freakin' squash. I'd rather have Q-tips shoved up my navel cavity than eat that horrendous stuff. Blue cheese. I once took a bite of a burger with melted blue cheese in the middle of the patty and I almost vomited. Quiche. That. Beans. Any beans. I hate them all. The texture gags me. Avocado. People tell me I'm crazy. I actually knew a guy who was allergic to it but he loved it so much that he would tolerate the sores that he got on the inside of his mouth just to taste it. Banana flavored things. I am 100% okay with bananas. Bananas are good for you and taste pretty good too. But that banana flavored Laffy Taffy in my Easter basket? Nada. No. Tastes like someone ate a banana. Drank some milk and ibuprofen. Then it out their belly button. They could have at least made it taste somewhat like a banana. But whoever made this assfest of a candy decided, no. Take your earwax candy. Enjoy. Oh boy, this'll be fun. I live in a family where we really like Mexican food. I can't stand beans but we eat them almost twice a week. Please. Stop freaking being racist boomers. Bell pepper. I swear I almost had to unfriend someone during middle school because they ate one like an apple for lunch every day. Peas. Those little green balls of poison. Cauliflower. Most vegetables are good if cooked right. And I'm generally not very picky with ingredients. But holy. This is just a solid matter. For me. Beets. They taste like dirt smells. And the weird purple juice, blood is grotto. Edit. Lettuce and tomato. Hold me at gunpoint and I still won't eat them. I can't stand tomatoes. They are just so gross to me. Both flavor and texture. I don't know why. But tomatoes taste awful to me. Whenever I bite into one, my brain immediately tells my mouth to spit it out. Anything involving wet bread. I had noodle. A dumpling. That was made using bread that was ripped up and pressed together with milk, water. I still gag thinking about it. Coconut. I enjoy almost all foods. But there is nothing worse than coconut to me. If you sprinkle my dish with coconut, it is ruined.